Today, we're going to talk about men cheating. Now, women, this is going to be hard to hear because it's just going to be hard to hear. There's been a lot of material put out about why men cheat, a lot of discussions. But I say, and I contend, and I will continue to say, that any book that talks about why men cheat that's longer than 2 pages is most likely fluff and BS. There are 2 reasons that basically encompass everything you can say about a man cheating. A man will cheat because he believes he can or because he wants to. That's it. Any reason you find is going to be inside those 2, and it's not that deep. And there's nothing you can do to stop a man from cheating. The only person that can stop a man from cheating is the man. A person can ignore everything. You have millionaires who commit suicide. You have people who marry superstars who cheat on them. The quality of who and what you have does not determine what you do. What determines what a person does is their understanding and their respect for what they have. You could be the best lover. You could be the best cook. You could be the best looking. You could be the best dressed. But if that person does not have the wherewithal to respect and value that, they will cheat on you. If that person believes that he can have you and someone else, he will cheat on you. Or if that person does not have the foresight and respect for themselves, their word, and their integrity, they will cheat on you. Now, that's not this all bad thing that you might think, like, because I know for women that might seem like it's so devaluing and it takes so much power from you, but it doesn't. It just means that you have to be more discerning. In other words, you can't pick the bad guy or the fly-by-night guy or the guy that's confused or the guy that you think you can change if you just do enough, because then it's a crapshoot. You need to find a man who lives in his integrity, who is a man of his word, who shows understanding and respect and value for who you are and what you bring, and then he will choose not to cheat on you. He will choose to be monogamous and faithful. See, there was this saying that went back, and I think it was also in the Chris Rock stand-up, where it said, a man is only as faithful as his options. And that became a discussion. And I was one of the people who they actually, it was essence.com, interviewed for it. So I don't like to talk out the side of my neck. So I did research. And I did clinical research. And what the clinical research showed was that men who don't cheat, who are faithful, have just as many options as men who do cheat. But they don't recognize it. They're not looking for it, and they're not paying attention. Because initially the men said, no, I don't get that much play. Nobody is giving me these signs. No one is coming after me like that. But then they start asking the men questions about behaviors that showed interest or flirtation. And then ask the men, the faithful men, has any of this happened? And then they were like, well, yeah, this happened and this happened. Well, yeah, now that you bring that up, this happened. And then what happens, what they recognized was that men who were faithful had just as many or more options than the men who weren't faithful. It's just they weren't paying attention to them. They weren't looking for them. But when asked, they were aware of them and could pull them up. See the difference? The difference is men who cheat are looking for it. Men who cheat are not into the relationship to the point where they are going to be blind to the other offers. But no, you can't stop a man from cheating. And it also is detrimental because then when a man cheats and you think it's because of something what you did, you start questioning yourself for his behavior. You start trying to figure out what is wrong, what is the flaw, what is the problem with you when the problem is with him. So, women, peep game. Don't attempt to keep a man from cheating. Find a man who shows integrity, respect and value for who you are, shows a knowledge and understanding of the value of a happy, monogamous relationship, who shows maturity, and get with him, because that person will choose not to cheat on you. That person, and I don't want to say choose not to cheat on you, that person will choose to be faithful. That person will choose to be monogamous and happy with you and work with you and through everything and stay with you. But let me put you up on game. You cannot stop a man from cheating. If a man does not have it in himself to be faithful, to respect and value monogamy and loyalty and relationships, you can look the best, you can be the best lover, the best cook, the best dressed, and you can be the richest, and they still will cheat on you. So that means you have to up your game in finding a man that is worthy of your trust, and trying to get a man, quit trying to get a man and then get him to be what you want, because you're ultimately going to fail and it's going to hurt you. So, repeating it one more time, women, there's nothing you can do to stop a man from cheating. A man will only be faithful, will only not cheat if he chooses to. And if anybody gives you a whole bunch of rigmarole, all of this other mess about, wow, these are the reasons men don't cheat, it boils down to two all-encompassing reasons. They believe they can, or because they want to, or a combination of. Just a thought. Peep game.